EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch the
Looking to throw, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19, 18 Pioneer.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gino now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete.
I need to get my swag right there.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 79 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball, Dino.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Yeah. 70 Ranger. Mike 6. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Watch out.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They snap it to Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On fourth down, Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Six man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check back, check back.
Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under. 57's the mic. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't? Mike's 57's right.
On play action, Prescott on the move to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 28 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. Gino's going to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Got three down. Here we go, 47.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey. We're going to 54. Wide in. Check 31.
Now here's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. 56. Right there. 56. Hey, kill. Mike 56.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And 2 more for good measure. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Shift. Watch the shift. Viking 18. Tempo.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
First down, Prescott out to his left. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 20. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Smith looking to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Prescott off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Here we go. Cowboy 80, 19 Wyatt.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken from about the 12.
Here we go. 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Right 80. 56. Right inside. 56 is the Mike.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. I got him. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me. Grab him 60.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1, ready? Mike, 50 seconds. 11, Thomas. Our time. It's our time. 57's Mike. 11,
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
57 is the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun on third down, Smith being chased out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. On first down, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
57 is the mic. 57 is the mic. Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw again.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
57, Mike. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Smith.
It's going to be a long day.
Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 4th down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
57 is mine. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Just beating the play clock. Smith. Flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go again. All day, baby, all day. Ready? Bronco 80. Check, 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 check. Cougar 19. Ready?
Here's Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
57 Mike.
Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfying.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's track. 57. 11. There we go.
Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to move back in front in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Walker with another carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 57, Mike 57. Cut. 11,
in motion right here, Boyd.
57's Mike, Mike 57. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Bandit. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Ready?
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Gun. Got. Hey, can.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Come on now.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
To the air again, Smith. Forced out to his left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Check pass. Check pass.
Just keeping the play alive. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. The 20.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now Myers for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 12.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tariq This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, green.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Go.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it up.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ultra.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
57. Mike, 57.
Lance now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Last 57's right. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 17 yards out. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Start fast, start early.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
On the jump. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. All day, punk.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Gino on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 51 yards. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8.
You call it, we are it, baby.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Striker, 3-3. Striker. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Being chased out left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league, has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
70 Timberwolves. What we got? What we got? What we got? Slam, slam, slam.
On 4th down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. There he goes left side. 30, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Trap 60.
To throw is Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Here we go, set. Hustle. 33, set, cut.
A final shot before half for Lance. And I think the ball's out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how we conclude this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Lance now on first down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Lance again. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On first down, Lance. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keep pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to Walker on first down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Here we go. 57.
They snap it to Smith.
Here we go.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Dancing to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Check it backer. Switch. Hey, check Mega. Safety cream. Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Under 10. Slip.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
57. Mike, 57. Silver. Check 26. Ready, go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Stephanie, Viking 18. Nice, sweetheart.
On first down, it's Smith. This is the tight end fan. And some room to maneuver. Big strides. Look at him go. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll sneak it with Smith. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Now Smith. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
57
Here's Lance. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Lance looking to throw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ready, black, 95. Lead on blue. Ready, go.
Now Lance.
Let's go, D.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
45. White. Real green.
Pull it together. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys.
Steel, black.
56.
Lance back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Forced out to his left. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This one came